Something very strange just happened to CNN's homepage after being called out on huge Russia lie. It seems that the fake news giant CNN has removed all its stories about alleged collusion between President Donald Trump and the nation of Russia on its own homepage today. As you can clearly see below, if you type in Russia in the search on CNN's homepage, all you get are two results, and neither is what the left wants to see. One of them is Assad climbs into Russian jet and the other is Colbert announces 2020 run on Russian TV. Notice how neither of them is about, nor even mention, President Trump. As most of all of you know by now, three so-called journalists from CNN's investigative unit were fired from the network after the news network was forced to retract a June 22 story tying an ally of President Donald Trump to a Russian investment fund. The fake story quoted an anonymous source which said Senate investigators were examining a meeting between a Wall Street financier named Anthony Scaramucci and an executive for the Russian Direct Investment Fund which invests in both the U.S. and Russia. Although the story stated that the president had no direct ties to this, Scaramucci, who founded hedge fund specialist Skybridge Capital, was tapped to serve on President Trump's transition team. It was all a lie. The story in question had appeared on CNN's website but never actually made it on the air. When it was proven beyond a doubt that the CNN reporters had made the whole thing up, the story was quickly removed late Friday night. CNN later released a statement saying the story did not meet its editorial standards. The network also issued an apology to Scaramucci. Scaramucci accepted it gracefully by tweeting, "Everyone makes mistakes, moving on." Now that's classy on Scaramucci's behalf. But things got worse for CNN when early this morning Project Veritas came out with an undercover video confirming what we all had already known to be true for months now. USA Today reports. CNN says a clandestine video of one of the network's producers criticizing its coverage of President Trump is legitimate, further fraying an already strained relationship between the news network and the White House. The video taken by Project Veritas, the political group founded by the conservative provocateur James O'Keefe, shows a CNN producer from its medical coverage team commenting pointedly about the network's coverage of the alleged ties between Trump and Russia. When asked by an unrevealed videographer why CNN has been aggressive in covering the story, the producer, John Bonifield, replied, "Because it's ratings." The video shows Bonifield being taped on several occasions, with his replies edited as a compilation. Bonifield didn't know that he was being taped, according to a person familiar with the matter who was not authorized to comment publicly. The network is not disciplining Bonifield, and CNN editors are treating the comment as Bonifield's personal thoughts expressed in a non-official capacity, the person said. CNN stands by our medical producer John Bonifield. Diversity of personal opinion is what makes CNN strong. We welcome it and embrace it, CNN said in a statement. The O'Keefe associate who filmed Bonifield is not identified in the video. Bonifield has told colleagues at CNN that he met the videographer through a peer mentoring program, and the associate represented himself as an aspiring journalist who wanted career guidance and mentoring, the person said. They met about 5 times, the person said. Steve Gordon, communications director at Project Veritas, didn't dispute the description of how Bonifield and its videographer met, and defended its use of undercover video. "That's what Project Veritas does," he said. "We go undercover. Undercover video has been widely respected." The video went viral quickly and widely shared or commented on by conservatives on Twitter, including Trump and his sons, who see it as yet another piece of evidence confirming their conviction that CNN has a liberal agenda. The video also comes on the heels of a retracted CNN story about a link between a Trump associate and a Russian investment fund allegedly under investigation by the Senate, that led to its author and 2 of his bosses resigning this week. Trump tweeted Tuesday, "Fake news CNN is looking at big management changes now that they got caught falsely pushing their phony Russian stories. Ratings weighed down." And later, "So they caught fake news CNN cold, but what about NBC, CBS and ABC? What about the failing New York Times and Washington Post? They are all fake news. News.